Cleezy 5 is believed to be a Baton Rouge street figure, an up-and-coming rapper connected to the TBG Top Boy Gorilla camp. That's the same collective tied to Frito Bang, a well-known name with deep roots in that scene. According to reports circulating online, Cleezy 5 lost his life after being approached by individuals wearing masks at a gym. As of right now, there has been no confirmed public information explaining the exact motive behind what happened, so it's important not to jump to conclusions or spread misinformation. Situations like this are always unfortunate, and they highlight how unpredictable life can be, especially when you're connected to environments where tensions may already exist. Even places that are normally considered safe, like a gym, can become the setting for something unexpected. The real takeaway here is awareness. No matter who you are or what position you're in, staying alert and being mindful of your surroundings is important. The choices you make, the people you're around, and the environments you step into all play a role in your safety. At the same time, this is also a reminder of how valuable life is. Every decision matters, and moving with intention can make a difference in the long run. It's always better to think ahead, stay focused, and prioritize your well-being. One of the biggest consequences in situations like this is the lasting impact it leaves behind, not just on the individual, but on everyone connected to them. Families lose loved ones, friends are left with questions, and communities are reminded of how quickly things can change. Moments that seem routine can suddenly turn into life-altering events, and there's no way to rewind or correct what's already happened. Another consequence is how situations like this can shape perception. When someone is associated with certain environments, people often begin to assume the worst, whether it's accurate or not. That can affect reputations, limit opportunities, and create a cycle where it becomes harder to move in a different direction. Even when details aren't fully known, the narrative can take on a life of its own. There's also the emotional toll. Loss doesn't just disappear, it lingers. It affects decision-making, mental health, and the way people move going forward. One moment can ripple through multiple lives, changing the trajectory for everyone involved. The most practical solution starts with awareness and intentional decision-making. Being mindful of your surroundings, understanding the environments you step into, and recognizing patterns that could put you at risk are all critical. It's about reducing exposure to unnecessary danger wherever possible. Another key part of the solution is evaluating associations. The people you keep around you, the circles you move in, and the situations you involve yourself in all play a role in your overall safety and long-term direction. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are focused on growth, stability, and positive outcomes can help shift your path in a better direction. It's also important to think long-term. Short-term decisions can carry long-term consequences, so moving with a plan and a sense of purpose matters. Whether that's focusing on career growth, building something sustainable, or simply making smarter day-to-day choices, those small adjustments can add up over time. And lastly, knowing when to step back or move differently is a strength, not a weakness. Sometimes the best decision is creating distance from situations that don't align with where you're trying to go in life. Situations like this serve as a reminder of how fragile life really is. It doesn't take much for everything to change, and that's why every decision carries weight. The environments you place yourself in, the people you associate with, and the way you move on a daily basis all contribute to your overall outcome. It's easy to feel comfortable or assume that nothing will happen, especially when you're used to a certain lifestyle or routine. But comfort can sometimes lead to complacency, and complacency can lead to being unprepared when something unexpected happens. Staying aware isn't about living in fear. It's about moving smart and understanding that your safety should always be a priority. There's also a bigger picture to consider. Everyone has the ability to shift direction, make better choices, and create a different path for themselves. It doesn't matter where you come from or what you've been around. What matters is what you decide to do moving forward. Growth comes from recognizing risks and choosing to operate differently. In the end, the goal should always be longevity, protecting your life, protecting your future, and making sure you're here to see the results of the work you put in. Because once a moment passes, there's no getting it back. So moving with purpose, staying focused, and making thoughtful decisions isn't just advice. It's necessary.